Not Worth the Time with Wade Taylor. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Not Worth the Time. We're here. We're doing it. I hope you've had a fantastic couple of weeks here, just doing what you do, enjoying yourself at the beginning of the fall, even though it's been hotter than hell outside. You would think we're still in the dog days of summer, as quick as it's heated back up, that humidity here in the Midwest. I know a lot of if you listen to this in any part of the country that doesn't have humidity or doesn't deal with it very often, you don't care about the humidity. I know you don't care about my weather either, but you know what? It is what it is, and I've been cooking this into my vat of my own soup lately. Okay, my boxer shorts, that polyester material, it really seals in the flavor, apparently. I didn't know that Walmart's brand of briefs also doubled as sous vide bags. I didn't know you could wrap a steak and boil it and then sear it and have a good steak afterwards. It's been that kind of toasty around here, but it's all right. We're doing good. I hope you've been enjoying that, going out, doing fun stuff, trying to just put smiles out in the world as best as you can, just doing what you can. Oddly enough, I think I cracked a customer service hack this past week. I went out, we were running errands, and I happened to get done with work, and I have a cool new shirt that I've recently gotten. It's one of my favorite shirts. My wife got it for me. It's absolutely awesome, and I was hesitant at first. I didn't know if I could pull this off because it's a little loud, a little over the top for what I would normally think of myself being able to wear, but she was like, no, you can pull it off for sure. Her having the confidence in me to pull off this goofy kind of shirt, but it's fun, made me want to wear it. And so I met her after work one day, going to run errands and stuff, and I have a hot dog golfing shirt. And now it's not like it's like a big print where it's like an actual hot dog, right? No, it's like the cartoon hot dog from the Let's All Go to the Lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. It's that hot dog, but he's swinging a golf club. He's doing the club twirl after just absolutely hitting a piss missile off the tee. Okay, this hot dog is hot dogging or down the fairway. He is elite, and it's just like, it's a bunch of small different ones, a little pattern. It's got some different colors. Honestly, it's like early 2000s Taco Bell colors. Okay, it's got white base, and then all the hot dogs are in different, like either like a purple, a turquoise, or an orange little like weird shape around them. It's cool, it's fun, it makes people smile, and I'm telling you, it's a new hack when going out into public. Wearing a hot dog shirt, wearing a super fun, just anybody can get it shirt is cool. Okay, there are fun shirts, right? Like, I have plenty of buddies who have fun shirts. I have fun shirts, but they're all they're very niche though too. You know what I mean? They're referencing a show, but they're cool. And you get those few people. Like, I wear this shirt out in public, this Bullet Club shirt. It's a very niche thing. But now and then I'm walking around in public and people go, it's a fucking sick shirt, dude. And that makes my day. Makes me happy. Makes them happy because they know something I know. We're in a niche community. We are in the know. And we understand, well, we both are wrestling nerds. And I'm wearing a deep cut. But you can't always wear those kind of shirts. You gotta. That doesn't please everybody. A lot of people see me in this Bullet Club shirt and then don't know it's Japanese wrestling, and I get weird looks. It happened in Hawaii when I went down on vacation there. They did not appreciate the shirt, which I figured the Samoan culture, big into wrestling, wouldn't understand. But I was wrong, and you know what? Sometimes you're wrong. But the hot dog shirt, right? It's vague enough. It's not referencing the TV show. It's barely referencing the sport. Yeah, it's a hot dog playing golf. As a golfer, you'll like it a little more. But anybody sees a hot dog walking down a shirt, twirling a golf club, you're like, damn, that's fun. That's exciting. I'm enjoying that. And it puts a smile on your face instantly. It's a hack to put people in a good mood when you first approach them. which explains why I had the best customer service I'd ever had in any store in the mall ever. I went to Abercrombie and Fitch, you guys. Abercrombie and Fitch. Because we wanted to look around. There was something specific my wife was looking for. She was looking around. And we got the best customer service. And I'm pretty sure it's because of my shirt. Because the lady helping us, first thing she said, "Oh, I love your shirt." And I was like, "Oh, thank you very much." And then she just helped us out the whole time. Great customer service, smile on her face. I'm telling you, if you just got to find a nice neutral shirt, a neutral shirt that just expresses positivity out, dude, it's perfect. It radiates it. And it makes me feel confident, too, because I know people are liking it. I'm putting up a fun, good time vibe, right? Putting off that vibe. We did it in we went into Lululemon. Not my type of store. I'm a Fabletics guy. She's a Lulu girl. I'm a Fabletics boy. Okay, that's where we split our differences in our relationship. But I'll go into Lulu with her, and I'll look at the dude stuff, but there's not that much. And then eventually she's trying some stuff on, and I go lean up against the wall. I'm wearing my hot dog shirt, and this gentleman standing next to me, he's on his phone, and I just kind of go, "Hey, welcome to the corner, pal." And he just at first looks up like, whatever. And then he sees my shirt and he's like, that's fun. And then next thing you know, we're sparking a conversation. We completely kill the entire time. Both of our women are trying on their clothes. And by just talking, never got the guy's name, never talked about anything serious. We just talked about malls, this fantasy sports season coming up for football. And then, we went on our ways. And it was very funny. I love this type of thing that sometimes happens in public when you're talking to dudes. Me and my wife check out. We get done, and we're walking by, and I see him and his lady are next in line, and we have to walk right by them in the little snake pattern that they have. And he says, "Hey, see you later, man. Nice talking to you." And I said, "Nice talking to you too, man." And we kept walking. And my wife goes, "Who's that guy?" I was like, "Oh, that's just a dude I just met and was talking to while you were trying on clothes." And then his girlfriend has to ask him the same question. It's so funny to me. I love that. Just two dudes hanging out, and making a weird connection that'll never go any farther than talking about fantasy football on a Lululemon. All because I wore a hot dog shirt. The hot dog shirt will help you, okay? It weeds it out. It weeds out bad vibes. Puts out the good vibes and weeds out the bad ones, okay? I can wear that shirt in public, right? And if someone scowls at me because I'm wearing it, cool. I know to avoid that person. That's like knowing you don't like dogs before I talk to you. If you don't like dogs, I don't want to be around you. You're not a good person. And my hot dog shirt tells me that same thing. If you scowl because I'm wearing a hot dog shirt, you're a fuddy-duddy. Either that or you've had such a bad day that you can't even crack a smile at a hot dog swing in a golf club. It's classic stuff, man. You can't not love it. Okay? Let's all go to the 19th hole, you know? So get yourself a hot dog shirt is all I'm saying. I will say, downside to the hot dog shirt. It's a bit of a bummer. I can't eat a hot dog while I wear the hot dog shirt. Too scared. Okay? I'm afraid I'm going to stain my white shirt. The base of it's white. I can't. It's the only design flaw in my hot dog shirt is the fact that it is white and you can't eat a hot dog with it. Don't want the drippings to ruin the drip. That is the only regret. But goddamn, do I look cool when I fucking play golf in it. It's one of those things. Honestly, this is what's funny about playing golf in that exact shirt. Is I walk on the tee and I feel good about myself, and I'm just like, I'm just here to be loose and have fun. And then you have people who see me in it, and they're probably like, what the fuck? This is one of these, dorks. These are one of these, YouTube golf fans, which apparently that's a looked down upon nowadays. I don't know why, but apparently if you're a YouTube golf person who got into the sport that way, you're looked upon as lesser than. Because golf's got to be an elitist sport for some reason sometimes. Anywho. But yeah, they look at me in that hot dog shirt. They're like, I don't know. And then I'm halfway decent at golf. So they start seeing me tattoo some shots around. They're like, oh, okay, this guy can play. He just also has swag. It's the only time I've ever had swag. I I've always had the complete opposite of swag when it comes to sports. Never, ever been good at swag. Although into college, that's when I started letting the swag try to start popping. That's when like baseball accessories started popping off when I was like a sophomore in college when I was still playing ball. Accessories started getting out of hand. Like there used to be like the Jeter, the sweatbands on the wrists. Like that was a big thing, or people would tape their wrists. Sometimes just little things like that. Nothing crazy. Nowadays, dude, it's like the batters sometimes have more equipment on than the catcher does. It's insanity. And like I wore everything I wore was for like a purpose at least. I never wore swag, or what kids wear nowadays that they call swagger, as like I'm doing this to look this way. Like I wore a compression sleeve on my right arm because my elbow was kind of fucked up. I had an Evo shield, which on my glove wrist because I was a catcher, didn't want to like take any balls in the dirt off the wrist. I don't know if you've ever taken a four-seam fastball straight into the dirt off of the wrist, but it hurts after a while. I actually, my sophomore year of high school, took so many balls to the wrist in blocking them that I bruised my bone in my forearm. And actually, before Evo Shield even existed, my dad and I developed a padding system to like help cushion that. Like we actually we cut a piece of plastic out of a freaking storage bin and like heated it up and molded it to my actual forearm, and then we put like a thick piece of like like foam that we found somewhere. It was some kind of like adhesive for like padding for like some kind of like medical tape pad. I don't even know. It was some kind of medical pad, right? And we put that on the back of it. So then every game I'd put that thing on there, put athletic tape around it to keep it secure, and then I pulled a sweatband over top of it so you couldn't see it. And that was my introduction into swag, was creating a gauntlet for myself in baseball. I was the original creator of the gauntlet for baseball, and never once ever, and this is why I'll never be a good entrepreneur, never once thought I should try to make this and sell it to other people because they probably want it too. Nope. And then 2 or 3 years later, Evo Shield came out, and I was like, fuck. And it's also way better because it just is a floppy thing, and then you just have it mold to you. Who knows? Anyway, but yeah, that was my amount of swagger. So now when I have swagger on the golf course, it's sometimes weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm also never trying to showboat. I'm trying to be the respectful golfer. It's weird when you fall golf to like the T of rules as a player, like I do, because that's the only way I know how to play most of the time, because that's how I grew up playing. Very strict on playing it by the rules. And you're also wearing a hot dog shirt. You ever try to explain USGA rules while you're wearing a hot dog shirt? You look fucking ridiculous. So you got to pick and choose your battles when you're wearing the hot dog shirt. But can't recommend it enough. Get yourself a hot dog shirt today, guys. Oh, I'll tell you what you don't need. There's a lot of stuff you don't need, right? And when it comes to workout equipment, sorry, I'm combing my mustache because I can feel it getting in my mouth. I'm eating mustache hairs as I do this podcast, and it's annoying. And if you're watching this, shout out. And if you want to watch me move my mustache hairs, go to youtube.com and search Comic Wade Taylor, and you can watch this podcast. Small plug there. But speaking of things you don't need, right? Workout equipment. There's so much out there that it's just like, oh my God, is this really even a necessity? Do you use this thing? Is it even helping you? And I've always wondered about a certain piece of equipment, and it turns out there's an article about it today on the AP News. So we're going to read about it because I've always wondered this. Do weight vests really help you get in shape faster? I want to know, does a weight vest truly help you in any capacity? Or can you just get the same effect out of a backpack? Because that's my problem with this whole weight vest thing is everyone's like, no, weight vest is good for you, man. You can carry it around, add extra weight. I'm like, yeah, you used to tell us that wearing a backpack that had every textbook in it was bad for us. Is that not essentially what a weighted vest is? Is just your school backpack with all of its textbooks in it. So which is it, man? You tell me. Because I apparently was the strongest fucking person of all time in high school carrying out all my books. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If it's, I've got told back then it was bad for me to do, and now you're telling me to get a weighted vest. I don't buy it. So we're going to find out. Does it help? In the fitness class, Jessica Skyo created in a nationwide gym chain, exercisers wear weighted vests to add a challenge to their workout. People started to realize how good it feels to work out with a little bit harder and a little bit smarter without actually changing what they are doing, said Skyfolk. I don't know how you say it. Anyway, a senior vice president for Lifetime Gyms. Weight vests increasingly show up in fitness classes and on jogging tracks, touted by social media influencers as a way to keep bones healthy, improve performance, and even accelerate weight loss. They are actually. Wait, what they are exactly what they sound like. Man, I could not figure out what that word was. Yeah, see, I need a weighted vest for my brain so I can learn how to read better. And maybe that would help my fucking brain. Exactly what this is. A vest adds up resistance to the torso through the pockets with removable weights. But the lack of robust research on their benefits, experts say, so it's unclear how much of the hype is justified. Oh, okay. So this is the classic. Is it placebo effect or is it actually helping? I mean, I almost want to search this right now because I feel like they debunked that like ankle weights don't actually help you all that much. Because there's a lot of people who try to run with ankle weights on. I know I did for a while. You feel faster, though. Fuck, man, you feel so much faster after you put ankle weights on and run a mile? Then you take them off and go run sprints. Dude, you think you could beat Usain Bolt. You put on some ankle weights and you go run a couple laps around a track and then you do some wind sprints with them off. Dude, you're setting land speed records. But it turns out, no, you're not. You're still running as slow as possible. You just feel like you have the weight of the world off your ankles. And some people are, such as seniors or those who are pregnant, should be cautious when using them. Yeah, every product out there always is like, hey, are you old or pregnant? You shouldn't use this product. Is there a single product out there that doesn't have a warning for old people or pregnant women when it comes to using them? I swear to God, anytime you talk about any product, whether it's prescriptions, food, working out, Band-Aids, it doesn't matter. You old people and pregnant women need to watch out. Every product is trying to get them. Here's the potential benefits of a weighted vest. When you think about how exercising works, the idea that the weighted vest will help you meet your fitness goals like weight loss, muscle growth, or preventing bone loss might make sense on the surface. Adding weight to your vest adds resistance in your everyday activity without changing up your pattern. The vest may, in fact, offer benefits for healthy adults, experts say, although no one should expect transformative or instant results. Yeah, you should never expect any kind of instant results when it comes to working out. I don't understand how anybody always thinks that. People think, oh, I've done this for a week, I should see something. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't see anything. Don't worry. I'm not blaming you guys. I'm talking to me right now. I think that constantly, that if I work out for a week, all of a sudden I should have traps. Jeff Montos, a certified strength coach who teaches medical fitness at the University of Texas in Austin, said, while you may not lose at a lot of calories during a weight vest exercise, resistance from the vest may result in better sports performance over time. There is a lot of studies looking at the weighted vest from the speed perspective in different sports like soccer, with changing directions, agility, and speed, and so forth, he said. You'll start to see the benefits by adding about 10% of your body weight to the vest, he said. If you weigh 150 pounds, for example, that means you need to add a total of 15 pounds to the vest. But research outside sports isn't as clear. One 2020 study from Wake Forest University School of Medicine in North Carolina found that adults between 60 and 85 who wore a weighted vest at the times during the day when they were the most active lost about the same amount of weight as those who didn't wear the vest. They also lost the same amount of bone density between which happens as we age. Can be slowed by building muscle. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Sorry, AP. I don't want to help you right now. Here's what use a weighted vest. The expert urged people to use weighted vests safely. It's best to start out by adding between 5 to 10% of your body weight. Wearing the vest too heavy can unnecessarily strain your joints, back, and hips. Okay, so back to the book bag thing. I definitely had more than 10% of my body weight as a kid in books. So it was bad on my hips, and that's why I have hip problems. It wasn't baseball or skateboarding. It was those damn books. Those books are what fucked up my hips and back. It was definitely not hucking myself down 12 sets or squatting in catcher position for 15 plus years. It wasn't any of that. It was the books. Knowledge does hurt people. The extra load can throw off your posture, leading to poor form and even resulting in stress fractures over time. Ugh, stress fractures are so fucking bad. They take so much longer to heal. Some people should consult with a doctor before throwing on a vest. Dr. Elizabeth Gardner says, a team of physicians for the athletes at Yale University include people who are pregnant, suffer from heart or breathing conditions, or may have back or neck injuries. You'll have to use muscles in your abdominal to use the weight vest effectively, Gardner said, and this can be tough on those who already manage back pain. Before starting to use a vest, Marco said, always helpful to get guidance from someone who is an experience with them. Just make sure that your movements are good and your form is good, and that is enough muscular upper body and muscular strength and endurance to support during those movements. Yeah, that's the biggest thing in anything when it comes to working out. Your form has to be on the level, otherwise shit gets weird. So definitely want to make sure your form is always good when you're working out. So yeah, that's I guess good. I still don't really see if weight vests are good for me. They're not for me. I'm gonna go ahead and say for me, this guy, I don't need them. I'm not playing any high impact sports anymore. I don't really need fast twitch muscle fiber anymore. Okay, I'm solid. We're good. But you know where else is good, guys? Puntinggame.com. That's right. Puntinggame.com is where you can find this show, Not Worth the Time. Every other Monday, this show comes out for your listening pleasure, trying to bring a little positivity into your world, and I hope I'm doing that. So go over to puntinggame.com, and you can find this show, and then my other show, Who Gives a F, with my older brother Nathan, which comes out weekly. If you want to hear me yap every week, you can listen to that show when I'm yapping. I'm yapping my heart out to my older brother. It's a fun time. Go check out Who Gives F. And then if over on puntinggame.com, if that's not enough, we have thousands of hours of other shows that have been on the site over the years. There's thousands of hours of content over there. So go over to puntinggame.com, check it out, enjoy all that stuff. And then if you want to watch this show, you want to watch me struggle with a read, you want to see my dumb expressions on my face and see the shirts I'm wearing, you want to go to youtube.com and search Comic Wade Taylor, where you can find this show, Who Gives a F, and clips of my stand-up sketches I'm putting out, all sorts of cool content coming out there. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Really appreciate you guys coming over and checking that out. It means a lot. So glad you like this enough to want to check in and see what I'm putting out each week. So appreciate you. And if you want to support the site, Best way to do that, guys, is through the Punting Game Shop. The Punting Game Shop is you can find at puntinggame.com. You can find t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, all sorts of cool stuff to represent your favorite shows here at puntinggame.com. And don't forget to use promo code NWTPOD. That's NWT Pod, and that gets you free shipping at checkout. And guys, we keep that merch. We keep that as low as possible. I think we make like $2 or $3 the last time I checked, and I'm sure I need to update the prices because there's all this weird shit going on with tariffs and drop shipping. Who fucking knows? But we just try to keep it because I hate when bands or companies have high price merch. I think that shit sucks. I don't want it to be. I don't want to have to pay for high merch, so I don't expect you guys to. So we have everything as low as we possibly can to make a couple bucks on each thing. So go over there, and don't forget to use promo code NWTPOD. That's NWT Pod to get yourself a free shipping with your order. Other than that, guys, this has been Not Worth the Time. I'm Wade Taylor. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do.